Well, I'm in Broad Channel today, and my fascination with dog poop signs shows no sign of abating. I filed a Freedom of Information request with sanitation asking where the locations of all these signs are, but they said they don't know, which I pretty much expected. They do have all that information, but I'm sure it's just not in one place. Now, this one doesn't look like a Department of Sanitation sign, or it would say sanitation somewhere on it. So this is just something the community board put up, I guess. And unlike the sanitation signs, it doesn't look like it's fallen victim to corrosion or anything. What the fuck is this? It's not Halloween. An interesting thing about this area is it's one of the areas in Queens that does not conform with the usual hyphenated building addresses. I'm not going to go video people's houses because that's creepy, but if you look at what is this? Any of these side streets on this channel, Broad Channel, all these are dead-end streets, so they don't intersect with. They don't have another cross street, so they're just numbered 1 to whatever, 1 to 50 or whatever. They're just regular numbers. And I did a little project of finding how many other areas like that there are in Queens, and there were more than I expected. Of course, there's Ridgewood. Everybody's familiar with that if you're a Queens street grid geek. But there's also a pocket of houses by the Forest Hills LIRR. And there's also First Street in Rosedale, and then there's Beach 27th Street, and then there's Broadway in, what do you call it, Howard Beach. And there's another interesting bit of trivia for you. There's actually 2 Broadways in Queens. The one in Astoria, and then the one in Howard Beach. And if you look up 1 Broadway, zip code 11411, I think you'll find one of the real estate websites has photos of a pretty ramshackle looking structure. But anyway, there are actually more streets in Queens that are not hyphenated building addresses, or without that don't have the hyphenated building addresses than you might expect. But then again, it's probably not something too many people worry about. Yeah, you always hate to see something like this. Now, Cross Bay Boulevard, which is the central strip through this area, it does use hyphenated building addresses, and those addresses are based on the fact that all those side streets are numbered. So between 12th and 13th Street, the buildings are all 12-something. Between 13th and 14th Street, it's 13-something. But the side streets themselves do not conform to that system because they're all dead-end streets. Now, that was an example of a hyphenated address. I'm going to see if I can find a non-hyphenated just for my collection. I think that's the Q53 bus, which is what I think I'm going to take back. I got the A train over here. I just wanted to see what the end of one of these streets looks like. I'm pretty sure there's no outlet or anything, just a fence. There you can see the non-hyphenated building addresses. I get excited about these kind of things. Wow, Manhattan looks really far away. But I can get all the way there on the same train I just took to get here. I can get all the way to Lower Manhattan. Sunset Cove is where I wanted to see if I could get to today, among other places. Kite fighting. That is a new expression to me, but I've never been much of a kite flyer. Looks like some crop circles wanted to form here. They ran out of room, or ran out of gas. Looks like a whole bunch of this park is closed. I don't know, maybe there's some way around all this fence, but it doesn't look like, well, it doesn't look like they want you in there. This is Shad Creek Road and 22nd Road. S-H-A-D Creek. Damn it, I came out here for a kite fight. Up ahead you see one guy walking. Otherwise, this place is empty. Oh, now he's turning around. I wonder if he's a parks worker, a park ranger. I'm going to put the camera away as he approaches. So I don't think the dude was a park ranger. Didn't realize till he got closer that he was wearing a jacket on the 85-degree day. Oh, there's somebody up ahead, I think, sitting on the, I don't know, you wouldn't call this a gazebo, I guess. Maybe that's why the dude turned around. Yeah, the water's really starting to smell bad. The closer you get to it. said you can get all the way there on the same train I came in on. That's Lower Manhattan. You can go all the way there and way beyond. The A train is such an epic. Gets you from the beach to Inwood. I used to take the A train all the way up to the end when I lived up on 216th Street. Really starting to smell bad. I'm getting out of here. Oh my word, do I see what I think I see. I'm telling you, I did not think I was going to keep finding these things. These relics. But it's a gift that just keeps giving, isn't it? That is a payphone enclosure. Is there anything in it? Oh, wow. In fact, there is. Danny Cortez. I don't remember who that was or is. I'm not even going to touch this thing. There's a NYNEX logo, though. I'm digging in my bag because I found a stash of just maybe 5 or 6 old payphone radio cards. What payphone would be complete without one? And it's should have been obvious at first, but that looks like somebody at one time tried to pry open the coin box. That takes some determination, but I guess they gave up. Well, I made it to first base. This is called the American Ball Fields. And there's the payphone again. I just want to see how close you can get to the water. It seems like a long way to second base. How many times have I said that? It's a pretty amazing view. When I went to the Ridgewood Reservoir last time, I was a bit bummed that you really couldn't get anywhere near the water. interact with the wildlife, or even see it for that matter. This looks a little different, but this isn't the kind of water I want to get too close to. I don't have proper footwear for this kind of terrain. What does the sign say? Taking of clams is prohibited. Damn it, I came out here for two things: kite fighting and clams. I'm being oppressed. Somebody dumped a watermelon husk over here. Third base. I can't remember all the lyrics to the song, but holy cow, I think he's gonna make it. Stop right there. Boy, I can't sing today. One of the great rock and roll songs of all time. Ellen Foley and Meatloaf. Look at that. Just as I was marveling at the fact that I had this place all to myself today, a turtle comes along and takes my serenity, takes my privacy, takes my solitude. Wonder how he got so far from the water, or why. It's not what I'd call the most beautiful park, but it is a pretty excellent location. And I see somebody else just passed by up ahead. There was the one guy, I don't think I got him on the video. He was sitting on that, I called it a gazebo, but just whatever, the covered area at the end of the boardwalk. And then one other guy wearing the jacket on an 85-degree day. And here's someone else. Pretty sure you're not supposed to be doing that in the park, but it's not my cross to bear. Okay, well, I'm heading back, but this was a fun discovery. I mean, I don't know why I just came out here, because I was looking at the map, at a map at work, and I remember I came through this area on a Q53 bus sometime last year, and I remember thinking it looked pretty neat, and I would come back someday. So here I am. Oh, well, now they tell me. Maybe I would have kept a lookout for him if I'd noticed this sign. This place, even with this big expressway or whatever, throughway running through it, it just feels like a small town. Like something from the side streets are like out of A Wrinkle in Time.